Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be talking about the skills required as a UI designer. In our previous video I talked about the skills required for UX designer, but in this video we're talking about the UI designer skills that you need to have and understood very well before you can call yourself a UI designer. The first one I'll be talking about is creativity and innovation. First, we have to understand what creativity and this innovation is all about. Now, creativity is the ability to generate original and novel ideas, concepts or solutions to problems. It involves the use of imagination and original thinking to come up with something new, different and valuable. Creativity can be expressed in various forms. It can be in form of art, music, writing, and scientific discovery. But in this aspect, it has to be in design. That's the art one that I talked about. Why this innovation, on the other hand, is the process of applying creative ideas to create new products, services, or processes that have practical value. Innovations involves taking new ideas and turning them into tangible results that can benefit society. It requires a combination of creativity, technical skills, and business acumen to turn ideas into reality. So what I'm trying to say is that this creativity is the ability to come up with a new and original ideas. Why this innovation is the process of applying those ideas to create something of value. You see, designers are in the business of coming up with innovative new designs on a regular basis. Innovative solutions should also be sought, pushing the boundaries of science and aesthetics while resolving the user's concern. So the second skills I will be talking about is attention to details. See, this attention to details is just the ability to focus on and notice even the smallest or seemingly insignificant aspect of a task, process, or a project. It involves being true and meticulous in one's work and paying close attention to every details to ensure accuracy and quality. You see, in design, people with strong attention to details are able to spot errors or inconsistency that others may overlook. They are able to identify and address potential issues before they become problems, and they take pride in producing work that is of high quality and meet or exceed expectations. Attention to details in design is an important skill. See, why accuracy and precision are critical as well. It is also valued in creative fields. In this design, where even the smallest mistake can significantly impact the overall quality of a design. I think in one of our videos I talked about the design principles, that I said if you didn't align your work properly, it's easy to identify quickly than the work that is being aligned properly. So the same thing applicable to this attention to details. So it will be easy for you to quickly get out the wrong, or let me say the bad designs, immediately you set your eyes on it. So the finest UX, or let me say UX and UI designers, pay close attention to the smallest details rather than focusing on the overall picture. Because me seeing a design, it's not for you to just say, okay, this design is beautiful, it's colorful. No, you have to pay attention to some details, or let me say the objects or the text on the design, so that it will be easy for you to bring out the errors in that design. But if you are just looking at the pictures, or let me say the color, how beautiful it is, you won't be able to get out the error, and it might not be passing the information or the message you are trying to pass across. The third one I would like to talk about is communication. See, communication is a great skills in UI, even in UX designer as well, both UX and UI. See, UI designers generally work in groups to produce final products. They must have excellent interpersonal and verbal communication skills, because you'll be able to communicate with your partners. If you lack any communication skills, it will be hard for you to communicate with your partner, and for you to have a teamwork, it will be something that will be hard. So you should be able to convey your design concepts to cheats, to clients, developers, and other design team members, because as a UI designer you communicate with different people. Apart from your team member, you'll be able to communicate with your client as well, and even the developers, those that will develop the design that you've already made. So if you lack communication, it will be hard for you to express or to defend your work to them. So the fourth one I will also be talking about is empathy. So this empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It involves being able to put oneself in another person's shoe and see things from their own perspective, while experiencing an emotional response similar to what the other person is feeling. You see, this particular empathy in this UI designer, it allows people to connect with other people, with others on a deep level, and to show compassion and understand in their interaction. It is an important skill, very, very important skill in personal and professional relationships, as it helps to build trust, rapport, and a sense of mutual respect. Especially maybe when you are doing your research, if you don't have empathy, it might be hard for you to understand what the person you are doing interview, or your users, it will be hard for you to get their points or to know their pain points. So this empathy can be expressed in various ways, such as through active listening, acknowledging and validating the emotions of others, and offering support and comfort when needed. It can also be developed through international practice, such as by actively seeking to understand the perspectives and experiences of others, and by practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. So in UI design, the user is at the center of the user interface design process. So you are not only creating attractive user interface, but you are creating a user-friendly interface that are visual appealing. So the fifth one that we'll also be talking about is experience in design and prototype tools. You see, working knowledge of UX and UI design tools such as Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Figma, Sketch, Adobe XD, and InVision Studio is a must for any designer, because it's not possible for you to just say, okay, you want to be a UI designer without having these tools, or let me say these design tools. At least you have to know any one of them. You have to practice and know how to use them before you can say, okay, you are a UI designer. So the sixth one, the last but not the least in this video that I'll be talking about, is knowledge of design principles. There is a video I released on these design principles. So if you have not watched it, I urge you all to check out for the video of design principles, because you have to have a knowledge of design principles before you can call yourself a UI designer, because you can't just design anyhow without principles guiding you. So it's important for both UI and UX designers to have an understanding of design concepts. Designing websites, software, or products is easier when you follow these tried and tested concepts. Other concepts like color theory will also be required. So I urge you all to check out for the design principles video I released and watch it. So if you have any question, drop it at the comment section, and try to subscribe to this channel so you follow all along, and in case any video is being dropped, it will be easy for you to be notified immediately. So thank you all and have a wonderful day.